You're watching live, local, late-breaking action news live at 5:30.
Well, today is the day, Jackie's 25th anniversary here at the station. She has deep roots, of course, in this community and, of course, Syracuse University. And tonight, another page out of Jackie's notebook.
That's right, Jeff. As an alum, never did I imagine that a massive sports complex would be built, the Orangemen would be NCAA champs, or that I would be in Atlantic City covering the crowning of the first Black Miss America. The Loud House has been in Syracuse almost as long as my time here at WSTM. The first public event at the Carrier Dome was September 20th, 1980. Syracuse sports leaving behind Manley Fieldhouse and the zoo and moving into a building that seemed almost larger than life. It identifies Syracuse now. Wherever you go, you want the Carrier Dome, that bubble in the background. And I think all of the controversy about, parking and the problems in getting to the dome and the shuttles, that all dissipated once it became, a landmark for the city. The Orangemen basketball team won 80% of its games there, a deafening home for Syracuse teams from football to lacrosse. The Dome has seen some great teams, including the 86-87 Orangemen, the team including greats Derek Coleman, Ronnie Cycli, and Sherman Douglas, lost a buzzer beater in New Orleans that year, losing to Indiana on Keith Smart's last-second shot. It's a loss that haunted Syracuse and Jim Boeheim for years. Until now. 87 was heartbreaking, and I think, it's like the air being let out of a balloon. You have such high hopes, but we can forget about that now. I think Hakeem Warrick jumping what seemed like 10 feet in the air to swat away and block a three-point shot with 1.5 seconds left on the clock has forever replaced that Keith Smart buzzer beater. This year's NCAA championship was 25 years in the making. Coach Jim Boeheim finally winning the big one, and a city rallied around its team full of young freshman faces. We sent them off to New Orleans again with a rally at Manley Fieldhouse and then celebrated on Marshall Street. We welcomed the team home at the Carrier Dome. 22 years after it first opened, 25,000 people filling the Carrier Dome to celebrate the win. Everything turned orange. Our white snow turned orange. I think that everybody has a lot of pride in the community. It puts Syracuse on the map. The year was 1983. A student from Syracuse University captured the Miss America crown. Vanessa Williams becoming the first Black woman to win the pageant. And if you met her and interviewed her, you knew she was going to win. And I remember going back to the news director and telling him, that girl's going to win. Jackie, nobody from Syracuse is going to be Miss America. I said, no, you just don't understand. She is going to win. It was one of my first national stories here at WSTM. I traveled to Atlantic City to report on the pageant, having interviewed Williams through her rise through local pageants and competitions. Vanessa made history here on this runway, but she's looking forward to the day when people don't notice what color Miss America is, just that she's the most talented, intelligent, and qualified girl in America. In Atlantic City, Jackie Robinson, Channel 3 News. But the biggest thing I think about the Miss America pageant that I wasn't prepared for was actually becoming a part of the story. Because after she became Miss America, reporters to the left of me and the right of me at Atlantic City started turning to me saying, well, what does this mean for a Black woman? What does this mean for your daughter? What does this mean for history now that she has become Miss America? Then in a shocking scandal, Williams was stripped of her title after nude photos of her were published in Penthouse magazine. I think it's a footnote in history because she went on to become such a big star. She was talented, and now so many have had nude pictures published of them or something in their background that it seems almost she was stripped of her title for what? But that was the times. I mean, it's at that time, it just was unacceptable. It was an amazing experience, and as we have all witnessed, Vanessa Williams has gone on to be a mega superstar.
I really, though, Jackie, would like to see some of these hairstyles brought back from Atlantic City there.
We all look like that 25 years
I mean,
ago.
can you, no doubt, but I mean, I'd like you to maybe recreate it for tomorrow's broadcast.
I don't
That
think
might
so.
be.
It's not possible.
Coming up at 6 o'clock tonight, honoring a local star of our own. We were talking about Vanessa Williams. We're going to be talking more about the historic career of Jackie Robinson.